laugh, enjoy yourselves. Big round of applause for Mr. Michael Mensa, guys. How about PJ? Let's see a round of applause for PJ. Yeah, what a great vocabulary he has. How do you follow that? I don't understand. A little bit about myself. I got married late in life. I'm just recently married, and I knew right away when I met this woman that she was going to be the one for me. In fact, I was telling her the other, hang on, can't fix it. I was telling her the other day, I said, you know, honey, I remember from the first time I saw you, I wanted to make love to you so badly. She looked at me and said, you have succeeded. She had 3 kids when we met. I married her with 3 kids. I didn't mind. I'm in my 40s. She's in her 40s. I'm not going to meet a virgin, at least not without ending up on Dateline. Hi, this is Chris Hansen. You are watching To Catch a Predator. She's got 3. It's kind of strange, though, dating a woman with 3 children from another man. It was, especially because she was still married, and every time he came home, I had to hide. But the kids are wonderful. She's got 3 good kids. The youngest is, she's 17 now, the youngest, but when they moved in with me, she was 12, and she was such a sweet kid, bright-eyed, intelligent. Then puberty hit, and that was rough. The thing about puberty is, well, there's nothing sweeter to bond with a young kid. There's nothing sweeter than when a young teenager looks you in the eye and says, screw you, you're not my real father. Yeah, I looked right back at her and said, that's okay, somebody in this house calls me daddy. Is that wrong? And her mother was frightened about puberty coming. She sat her down and said to her, when she was 12, she sat her down and said, you will not be dating men until you are 18 years old. Now, we all understand this concept. Daddy's little girl. Now, she wasn't my kid, but there's a strong male instinct to protect those you love from everything, especially boys. We've all heard this. When you have a boy, you only have to worry about one penis. When you have a girl, you have to worry about all of them. And her mother was aware of this, and she told her, no boys till you're 18. I told her, honey, you're not going to be able to stop the kid. They're going to be 13, they're going to try to get together. She didn't want to hear that. I tried to calm her down. Maybe you get lucky. She'll meet a good man like me, who's sweet. Then I remember what I was like when I was 14, and that's not going to work out. And you bond with the kids. Even though they're your stepkids, you do bond with them. And the oldest stepkid, she was a sweetheart. The oldest stepkid came home and said to me that she wanted me to help her with a school project. Now, this would have been very sweet if she was an honor roll student at MIT. And I am not what they call a borderline imbecile. And by they, I mean my wife and my mother-in-law. And my mother. My father, too. I love my family. The kid was smart, though. Imagine my horror. The 12-year-old, back to the 12-year-old. Imagine my horror when I came home one day. And I said to my wife, I said, where's your daughter? She said, she's next door at Kevin's house playing with his Wii. Yeah, the next day I bought her an iPad. We're not going to have any of that. iPads are amazing instruments. I know you guys, some of you have iPads, Kindles. We know you have one. These are amazing. We gave it to the little girl in the backseat of the car on long trips. They were wonderful. We would drive to San Diego regularly, and she would keep herself occupied with this thing. She'd be watching movies, reading books, playing Angry Birds. When I was a little kid, you know how I occupied myself on a long trip in the backseat of the car? I stuck my hand out the window and played this game. My father would screw with me. I would do this, he'd hit the brakes. Daddy, I slowed the car down! And my version of Angry Birds, if I timed this just right, I'd get one. Other games we played in the back seat of the car, you all did this license plate blackjack. Punch Buggy. Are you guys familiar with this game, Punch Buggy? This is a cruel game. The premise behind this game is when you see a Volkswagen Beetle drive by, you say, Punch Buggy, no punchbacks! Hit the kid next to you as hard as you can. My cousin was so good at this game. He'd spot them from 3 miles down the road. He hit me so hard my arm would go numb for 30 minutes. I couldn't play this game anymore. It came out like this. One time we drove past a Volkswagen factory, the son of a bitch almost put me in a coma. All right, back to the older one when we bonded. She brought home the project, and it was a technology project. The advances in technology and the effect on the human condition. Advances in technology. I can't even get smiley faces on a text message. She thought I was going to help her with this. I'm not even sure my wife meant when she said Kevin's Wii. According to her, I don't know how to use my own Wii. Okay. Thank you for playing along. the nice thing about stepkids is, and she's a good kid. We joke, we make fun, but we actually get along really well. The problem with the stepkids, though, is that every once in a while they will try and compare you to their real father. And you hear this all the time. My daddy does it this way. My daddy does it that way. I blame their mother, because she always used to say, my ex-husband did it this way. My ex-husband did it that way. I just want to say, shut the hell up before I get out of bed and put my pants back on. More importantly, how did the kids know what the father was like in bed? I don't get that. And this guy was a real piece of work. Let me tell you, this man, he thought he was better than me because he'd come over the house with his new Mercedes, $100,000 a year job, 17-inch biceps. He thought he was, I got him. I said to him, I says, listen, on Sunday when you bring the kids back, try and bring them back around 3 o'clock. Because at 12 o'clock, when I'm banging your ex-wife, afterwards she likes to have a little nap when she's actually had an orgasm. All right, guys, my name is Michael Menza. Just want to remind you all, I am not your daddy. Good night. Thank you all very much. Let's get PJ back on stage. Thank you. Michael Menza, guys.